Kind of like eating Thanksgiving alone because I don't have to like talk to anybody and you could just like focus on chewing.
So tired, wildfires, put 'em out.
I feel like I'm getting ready for like a race. Like last night I saw the movie Ford versus Ferrari and like they do this like 24-hour race thingy in France. And I feel like I'm getting ready for that right now. This is seriously one of the most intimidating meals that anybody will ever cook in their life. It's pretty early in the day right now and I feel like I'm going to be doing this the whole day, but I mean, that's what Thanksgiving dinner is. I don't know if you guys have been watching the rest of my series. I did cranberry sauce, I did mashed potatoes, and today I'm gonna be doing stuffing and the turkey. So for starters, I have all the produce washed. I have the turkey out, it's like almost done thawing. It's like pretty much done thawing. I have some butter out so it's soft so I can like put it on the turkey and under the skin. I have some gloves because turkey is a bird and salmonella. I already ripped up all of the bread for the stuffing. Get that going before you do anything because the best stuffing is like when the bread is kind of like stale. So you want to rip it up and it's sitting out exposed so that the air can start kind of crisping it and just drying it out so that when it cooks, it's crispy. I'm using sourdough, by the way. You can use any bread. I just fucking love sourdough. So I'm gonna be cooking my turkey in one of these bad boys. These, I think it was like $8 from Ralph's. Any grocery store has it. I also have the oven preheated to 325 because today I'm using kind of a smaller turkey. It's only, why am I still holding this? It's only 6 pounds because it's just me today. I also got some like Tupperwares because if I think I'll have a lot and I want to pack it up and just kind of go give it out to some homeless people. Okay, so let's prep this turkey. But before I prep the turkey, I'm going to line the bottom of the tray with carrots and celery. My grandma taught me this a couple years ago and she said it just kind of helps retain some moisture. And I feel like it just kind of helps it be like a platform so it doesn't like burn on the bottom of your tin. It burns and cooks into the vegetables that you can then use in your stuffing. Okay, I'm gonna set this over here. Okay, so the soft butter mixture I made to put under the skin of the turkey is literally a stick of soft butter, 2 cloves of fresh garlic minced, and pepper, paprika, and cumin. So the turkey usually goes on the lower rack. Pretty much you just want like enough room above the turkey where it's not like touching the top of the oven, but like you want to just be like in the center of the oven. My turkey's pretty short because again it's a small turkey, so I think I'm gonna put my rack on like the second lowest. Okay, so the way that I prepped the turkey was I put hella fucking butter underneath the skin. I like really well massaged that into the skin inside of the turkey, and then also inside of the turkey I put a little like bunch of herbs. The herbs I used were like rosemary, parsley, thyme, oregano. I think that was all that was inside of that. Honestly, the more the merrier, as much herbs as you can do. I also put half of a yellow onion inside of there, as well as a whole garlic, like head of garlic. Is that called, that's not a clove. Is that a head of garlic? And then breast side up, I put the turkey on top of my little like thingies of celery and carrots, and now we put it in the oven. Another really big tip that I'll probably do on actual Thanksgiving is brine your turkey. I love to brine all like poultry I work with, especially like chicken, because I feel like chicken can get so dry. If you guys don't know, brining is just like letting it have this like kind of room temperature, lukewarm water, salt bath. If you could just do this to like your turkey or chicken for even like a couple hours, even an hour, it does so much. The salt just really helps like retain moisture, therefore you're not gonna have dry meat. If you can't do it, it's also not the end of the world. We've all had turkeys that I'm sure we never brined before, but if you really wanna like impress, brine your turkey. My sourdough is drying out really well too. If you ever need to speed up the process, just throw it in the oven for a little bit and it'll help dry it out. All right, now we wait like 2 hours. It's gonna be a long time. Turkeys take so fucking long to cook. For the vegans watching, the stuffing I'm gonna be making is 100% vegan. I'm using sourdough bread. I'm using Beyond ground meat instead of sausage inside of it. I'm using like a vegetable broth. I'm gonna be completely vegan for the stuffing because I know a lot of vegans still celebrate Thanksgiving and want to enjoy the dinner when it's such like a meat heavy, butter heavy thing. Okay, so the turkey's been roasting for like only like a half hour. I just kind of want to get it there and let like the butter start melting. And now I'm just gonna add some vegetable broth. So I'm just gonna pour like, I don't know, maybe like a cup in there. Gosh, it's like whenever I cook, I get so hungry and this is the one meal that I'm like, I have to wait a fuck ton of time to actually eat this. Okay, the light has dramatically changed and the turkey has been in there for 2.5 hours. I literally put it in at 3 and it is 5:30. I turned it up to 350, just 25 degrees hotter. It's just taking a long time. And I put the thermometer in it and it still has about 40 degrees to go. So I pumped up the heat. It's browning really, really well. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. It's been 3 hours and I went and I checked on the temperature and it said 280. My fucking oven is broken. So now it's at 301, probably done in like another hour. But just know if your oven works properly and you set it to 325 or 350, depending on the size of the turkey, you'll probably be done in like 2.5 to 3 hours. All right, it has officially been 3 hours and 55 minutes. I tested it with my own thermometer and yes, it is ready. So I'm going to take it out and let it rest for a little bit and then let's make the fucking stuffing. This could go really good or really bad. Okay, while it rests, I'm just gonna give it like one last little hurrah of its juice. Okay, for the stuffing, my bread is already prepped. I'm cutting up some onions right now, just the other half of that yellow onion. So I wanted to make a vegan stuffing, but I wanted to put all the yummy shit that's inside of the turkey right now into the stuffing, and that's butter and meat. Shit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is not make vegan stuffing. I am gonna use Beyond Meat inside of it, so, but you can follow this recipe by using just like roasted vegetables not roasted in butter or inside of your turkey. I also put some of the drippings in a little shot glass because I want to taste it. Yep. Okay, so first I'm gonna saute these onions in some olive oil, just get them kind of translucent. And then I'm gonna add the Beyond Meat. Season to taste, I want to add like a little bit of kick into mine, so I'm actually gonna add some jalapeno. I just said jalapeno, so annoying. Jalapeno. And then once you feel like all of those flavors are married together, add the vegetables that were roasted with your turkey. If you've never had Beyond Meat, it's a mind fuck. It literally tastes like real meat. Now I'm just going to beat 1 egg and mix my bread into it. I just cracked that egg like so nicely on purpose and I wasn't even fucking filming it. So I'm leaving a little bit left over just so I can have like normal bread on top. While I still have the bread and egg mix isolated, I'm just gonna do some salt and pepper and then we're gonna mix it together and throw it in the oven. And then before you put the dry bread back on, I'm just gonna drizzle some vegetable stock back in it just to kind of give it some moisture. Pretty. I'm also gonna switch from the bottom rack to like the mid rack. Okay, now I'm gonna get the turkey out of this so I can grab all the drippings. Almost 3 cups of drippings. I don't know how to carve a turkey, so on Thanksgiving I'll probably have my grandpa do it. But right now I'm just gonna get the meat off of the turkey and just, I mean, why do you have to carve a turkey right? It's getting the meat off it either way you do it. It's not gonna change the flavor. Okay, now I'm gonna make the gravy. All I'm really gonna do is just put this into a pan and let it get hot again. Add some flour and then just kind of season to taste. Honestly, I think the seasoning that was in it just from the turkey is perfect, but just taste it and you'll know what you need to add. 5 hours and almost 30 minutes later, I am finally done. If it weren't for my oven malfunction, this would have been a lot quicker, like almost 2 hours quicker. It's sitting over on the table behind the camera right now. It looks so fucking good. This looks so pretty and maybe I'm biased, but it feels really fucking good that I could take credit for this. Listen to that. I'm doing an ASMR mukbang. I should have gotten a spoon for this, but you know, it's just me. I have some leftover cranberry sauce from my other video. I made more room for other stuff, but I obviously don't have the rest of Thanksgiving dinner. This is right where the mashed potatoes would go. I'm just gonna imagine they're there. So mine's kind of chunky because I used a lot of minced garlic in like on the turkey, so that's like what those chunks are. If you didn't want that, which I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't want minced garlic in any of your food, you can always like strain it, but I like chunky gravy. That's backwards. Oh my god, that was my first bite of Thanksgiving food for the whole year. That made me really happy. And I'm alone. The sourdough. You have to do it with sourdough. I'm like already getting out of breath. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this series. I know the last one about the mashed potatoes was like a little more fun, but it's because it was mashed potatoes. Like, you mash the potatoes, that's it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you use any of my recipes within this Thanksgiving series, please tag me in it. I'm like so excited to see how your dinners turn out, and I hope everybody has an amazing week. If you're gonna go shopping for Black Friday, please be so careful. I've worked retail for several years. It is fucking crazy. People get literally violent for like certain things in stores. If you are like me and you stay indoors on Black Friday and you shop online, check out my merch. This merch is available on swipeupinc.com. I will link it down below. This, as well as several other pieces by like Scott, Todd, Heath, Zane, and so many more, are up to 75% off. Sorry, shameless plug, but I mean, fuck, it's a good deal. All right, guys, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Ain't afraid of tearing it up. Ain't afraid of breaking